This group of children managed to do it in just 6 weeks. We're very, very proud of the collection of stories that you're about to hear. We're thrilled to have you here. I have to give a special thank you to Carol Tracy, who helped in remarkable ways. This wouldn't happen without her. I just come up with ideas, and then she really is the one who makes them happen. So a special thanks to her. Mr. Dahl is in the audience, so a special thank you to Mr. Dahl for being here and supporting our students in this way. So that's it for the adults for the rest of the evening. We hope that you have a wonderful time here, leave inspired, leave with some new thoughts and some new ideas, and take a moment to appreciate the true wisdom that our students and that children have to share with us. So thank you very much.
Valeria is a junior in high school. She is a part of the school choir and is involved in the drama department. She has always enjoyed science and books, but performing arts have also been an important place in her life. She plans to major in biomedical engineering or a STEM-related field after high school. Here comes Valeria Flores Santos-Bond with Today.
When I was 10 years old, my father gave me a book, The Complete Stories, Volume 2 by Isaac Asimov. The stories about technology and artificial intelligence, they captivated my curiosity. But there was one story that had a bigger impact on me, The Bicentennial Man. In this story, a robot fights to become human and then lives for 200 years. The main character creates artificial organs to become human. Well, my mind was blown away. I wanted to do that when I grew up. I wanted to create artificial organs. I wanted to make a contribution to science. I wanted to help people. The thing is, I didn't know this was the key to answer a question that had been haunting me for years, and that, at the moment, seemed impossible to answer. What do you want to be when you grow up? My 10-year-old self was confused. I knew the typical careers and jobs, but felt like none of them were for me. So I thought that I was just foolish and that I couldn't help people, because I was just a kid. And nobody takes a 10-year-old seriously when she says, I want to create robotic arms, and I want to design artificial organs. So please raise your hand if you have ever struggled to answer the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Many kids are confronted with the same question that haunted me, and as we can see, almost everybody in this room. And I believe that this question, even though we have grown accustomed to it, represents something that we have to change and improve in our society. The idea that kids and teenagers can become who they want to be until they are older, until they are adults. It is a fact that kids and teenagers are in a constant emotional and mental development. But this is not a symbol of undeveloped ideas or inability to trigger a change in our world. Today, there are thousands of teenagers and kids that are changing the world we live in, and they all have been dismissed at least once by an adult for the sole reason of being too young. Nevertheless, their actions are being noticed, and well, they deserve to be acknowledged because they are all changing the world in their own unique ways. For example, Malala, this inspiring Pakistani girl, won a Nobel Peace Prize at age 17. She involved in activist work since she was 11, and since then, her main goal has been to promote education for young women and girls all over the world. Her small actions accumulated into a tide of change that has improved the life of many girls. And this has happened through her very own foundation, Malala Fund. Just like this foundation, a foundation in Bali, Indonesia, has a big impact in the future of an entire island. Sisters Melody and Isabel Wichson founded Bye Bye Plastic Bags when they were 10 and 12 years old. Through a signature collection and even a hunger strike, they managed to gain the attention of Bali's governor. And their main goal is to promote the use of reusable bags instead of plastic bags. Their voices have traveled across the globe, and they have been in New York at the United Nations. And they delivered their own TED Talk. Another teenager, they give an amazing speech at the United Nations at age 15, is Xiomara Martinez. This American activist won the Community Service Award of the United States and was part of President Obama's Youth Council. His main goal is to promote action towards climate change, and his organization, Earth Guardians, wants to acquire greener policies from our world's leaders. Another American who is not afraid of speaking up is Marley Diaz. When she was 10 years old, she set out to collect books that had main characters that she could identify with. So she launched the hashtag 1,000 Black Girls campaign. Today, she's one of Forbes 30 under 30, and her main goal still is to promote the inclusion, the representation of Black girls in the media. She is an author, a public speaker, and one of the most influential 13-year-olds in the country. Although activism and social campaigns are really important, a student, Jack Andraka, decided to change the world through science. While he was a sophomore in high school, he created a new way to diagnose pancreatic cancer. In 2012, he won at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair and also received the American Smithsonian Ingenuity Award for his contribution to science. These are only 5 notable examples of young people that chose not to wait until they were older. They decided to take action now. And they represent kids and teenagers from different backgrounds, genders, nationalities, and beliefs. And they all proved that they are determined individuals that are able to make and trigger a change in our world, no matter how old they are. So, if there are thousands of people like them out there making a change, why do we still believe that kids and teenagers have to wait until they are adults to become who they want to be? As a teenager, I believe that we can be motivated by being allowed to explore and ultimately find the things that makes us happy, the things that we are good at, the things that we are passionate about. Implementing this mentality from a young age will help kids find out who they want to be today and what they need to do to achieve that. We all have to start somewhere, and being steered in the right direction while we are kids will help us and will make a big difference when we are in high school, when we actually need to choose a career or a job. And we have to find something that we love and that inspires us to be better people and to change the world in our own unique way. Giving kids and teenagers the opportunity of connecting their interests and strengths, in connecting them to career opportunities, that will make them realize that they decide who they want to become today, tomorrow, and in the next 10 years. If you're allowed to work on who we want to be early on, at the end of high school, it won't be about choosing a career from a college brochure or a job from an advertisement. It will be about finding something that fits the things you love and who you are. From now on, when you see your nephew, your sister, your son, or your granddaughter, instead of asking them, what do you want to be when you grow up? Ask them, who do you want to be today? What do you love doing? What inspires you? How do you want to change the world? Because a single question can summarize the complexity of what a person strives to be, nor imply that they have to wait until they are older to become who they want to be. These alternative questions allow kids and teenagers to reflect on more genuine choices about who they want to be. When I was 15 years old, I discovered a field of engineering that I didn't know existed: biomedical engineering. When I saw biomedical engineers working on prosthetics and artificial hearts, well, I knew that I had found the answer to a question that haunted me for years. When I was 15 years old, I decided that I wanted to be a biomedical engineer. But when I was 17 years old, I realized that there were many things that I wanted to be. I want to be a person that inspires, a person that changes the world one small change at a time, a person that cares about others, a young person that does not know what she wants to be when she grows up, but who knows who she wants to be today. Thank you.